What's up, everybody? It's the Flash here, and today we're going to be reacting to the top 10 point guards after the 2019 through 20 NBA season, which I feel like it's still like the 2019 through 20 season, whatever, like best point guards of the 2019-20 season. But let's get into it.
What's up guys, it's Nico here. In this video we're going to take a look and see who I believe are the top 10 point guards in the NBA after the 2020 season. I know this will be a controversial topic, so all I ask from you guys are your comments down below. As many as are needed! This is my first time making a video like this, so what better time to show you guys my list while everybody's at home. Just a short disclaimer. For point guards who were injured for majority of the year like Stephen Curry, I'm sorry but I can't include him on this list.
Look at Curry, man.
That's what I was just actually thinking yesterday.
I'm going to take into account guys who played more than 50 games for the season, and I hope you guys understand. If you guys are
Wait, what
interested
about
in knowing
Kyrie? Isn't he include?
how I rank these players, it's based on, of course, they're a starter for their team impact, production on the court, and of course,
That wasn't correct.
availability. Anyway, let's kick off this list. Starting off at number 10, I have Spencer Dinwiddie. With
Only
Kyrie
a 10? Really?
available for just 20 of the Nets' 64 total games, and with Karis LeVert
Who's
missing
better
time
than
early
Spencer
on,
Dinwiddie?
Dinwiddie was given no other choice but to become the sole number one option of Brooklyn's offense, setting career highs in points, assists, rebounds, and minutes per game. Those stats nearly landed him a spot on the 2020 All-Star roster. It's also worth mentioning that with a dramatic increase in volume of touches, Dinwiddie also saw his percentages decline from last season, which was 44.2% from the field and 33.5% from three last season to now at 41.5% to now 30.8% from deep. Then again, you can blame that to Dinwiddie largely being on his own this season and with no other offensive player to help him for majority of the year. At the point guard spot,
Yeah, but I feel like when Kyrie Irving was injured for almost when when Kyrie was injured most of the time, Spencer Dinwiddie has been helping the Brooklyn Nets win games and whatever. Literally, if Spencer Dinwiddie wasn't on this team and if Kyrie was just injured, they wouldn't win as many games as they would if Spencer Dinwiddie wasn't on the team. So I feel like Spencer Dinwiddie is also another reason why they've been winning games.
Dinwiddie is blessed with a 6'6" height plus a 6'8" wingspan, which gives him an advantage against most guards. He also has underrated tight handles and slippery first step. Going now to his offensive moves, Dinwiddie also has a lot of tricks into his bag, and I can confidently say he's one of the main reasons why the Nets are in the running for a playoff spot.
That's what I just said!
Number 9, I have Trae Young on this list.
Number 9? Nah, he should be at least maybe in the top 6, top 5.
Now you guys might be thinking that with his stats of
Heck
29.6
no.
points, 4.3 rebounds, 9.3...
That's what I mean! Bro, 43.7%. Okay, maybe only 36.1% from the 3, with 86% from the free throw.
Assists, shooting 43.7% from the field.
Plus, he's averaging 9.3 assists per game.
36%
He's
from
almost
three,
averaging
and
a
86%
double-double
from the line.
for a
This would
point
get him a higher
guard.
spot on this list, but I'm sorry to disappoint you.
That's not how it works.
The stats aren't enough to just catapult him above everyone else. I mean, yeah, sure, no other player 21 or younger has done what he's accomplished, but where are the Hawks right now in the standings? I just don't see the team impact just
Because they don't have anyone else but Trae Young. Name another star besides Trae Young on the Atlanta Hawks. That's what I mean.
yet for the season, since they're way below everyone else. In the beginning of the season, a lot of people actually had the Hawks making the playoffs, but the John Collins drug suspension happened, and that's what...
I mean, I guess they did have John Collins, actually. I mean, they had John Collins, but... Yeah, they had John Collins, but John Collins is really not, a star yet. I feel like he's, still, warming up. I feel like he's, a potential all-star type of player.
ultimately killed this team, so I'm not blaming Trae Young entirely. Regardless, I still love Ice Trae's game. since he's a mix of Steve Nash and Stephen Curry, which is a great comparison by
And
the
I
way.
guess they
He
do
can
have
shoot
DeAndre
lights out
Hunter
and
or
sneak in
whatever.
through the most impossible
But
passing
again,
lanes
he's
to
like
reach his
maybe a
teammates.
potential
Next year would be his chance to prove
all-star
all his
player.
doubters wrong, since Atlanta are in a really good position to be in the running for a playoff berth. Having John Collins and Clint Capella as your two other running mates is pretty good. Not to mention guys like Kevin Herter and Cam Reddish having another year of development.
Kevin Huerter has been literally like injured most of the like season.
I'm really excited what Young can do next year with an
I
improved
think I don't
roster.
want to confirm.
At number 8, I have Kemba Walker, who was essentially brought.
Okay. You did not just put Kemba Walker at number 8. Whoa, God, this is not right. Kemba Walker is definitely like maybe like a top 6 point guard, top 6, top 5 point guard.
To replace the point guard
Definitely
position,
not top
which
8.
was held by Kyrie Irving.
Who's better
Since
than
the addition of
Kemba?
Walker and the leap in Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown's play, the Celtics have returned as an even bigger threat to come out of the Eastern Conference. Walker is averaging 21.2 points, 4.1 rebounds, 4.9 assists, while shooting 42% from the field, 37.7% from 3, and 86.7% from the line on the third best team in the East. Quite impressive, and his teammates are actually enjoying his presence on the squad. He's a bit low on this list, mainly because I feel like Jason Tatum has taken the reins on this surprise Celtics squad. Kemba finally gets to play in a winning team, and he finally gets significant help as well, especially when his shot isn't falling. At number 7, I have Damian Lillard. Up until the
Damian Lillard at 7. Okay. In my own opinion, I feel like Damian Lillard is literally like the best point guard in the league.
suspension of the season,
Just in my own
Lillard
opinion.
continues to build upon an already impressive career. The Blazers this year have
Literally, if Damian Lillard, I mean, I get it, they're below, like, they're only the 10th seed and whatever. But, like, that doesn't mean anything. Like, if Damian Lillard was never on the Trailblazers, the Blazers wouldn't be nothing at all. I mean, I get it, they have CJ McCollum, but that ain't enough for a team to win games.
been underwhelming considering they reached the Western Conference Finals last season, but some of the blame goes to them being injury-riddled this year. Who knew losing Yusuf Nurkic would impact the team this much? Nevertheless, Lillard has been balling this year and is actually in the middle of a career-best season in Portland.
That's
Averaging
what I said.
28.9 points, 4.3
He's averaging 7.8 assists, 28 point, almost 29 points per
rebounds, and
game.
7.8 assists per game. If Lillard willed his team into the postseason, he would definitely be near the top of this list. But since the Blazers are on the outside looking in with a 29 and 30,
I get it, they're like below, they're all, they're the 9th seed. I get it, they're only the 9th seed. But like, that really doesn't matter to make a player good. That's just like saying LeBron James averaged like 35 points per game. Oh, but he's only like top 7 small forward of all time. He's only top 7 small forward in the league because the Lakers didn't make the playoffs.
7 record, behind the Memphis Grizzlies, who are led by a rookie point guard. I really can't put him higher than number 7. At number 6, I have Ben Simmons. Every year is just
Okay. Heck no. Ben Simmons is definitely not a better point guard than Damian Lillard. This guy is literally like a 6'10" point guard and can't even shoot the 3. He only can like drive and literally like score in the paint for a point guard. This is more likely like his worst season for like the NBA.
It's like the criticism on Simmons keeps on getting louder. especially NBA Twitter, who I'm sure are equally divided on where they stand on
No, 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 he can't. No, he can't.
the Ben Simmons discussion. He still can't shoot to save his life, but I don't care. Just like I said in my previous videos, Ben already has enough tools to be an effective NBA player, and even an all-star at that. We already know that he's gonna bulldoze his way into the paint and find the open man in transition or half-court sets, but what most people brush off, or fine, maybe just the casuals, is his defense. His defense is worthy of a Defensive Player of the Year consideration, since he's one of the very few players who have the elite speed, quickness, and strength to keep up with the point guards and centers of the NBA. He has more steals than anyone and ranks second in deflections.
I mean, I get it. Ben Simmons definitely deserves to be on this list, but he's definitely not a top 6 point guard. Ben Simmons is more likely maybe like a top 8 point guard.
Hey, you guys, to watch defensive highlights on YouTube.
Luca better be on here.
This is a 6'10", 230-pound point guard that is everything you want in a superstar. If he really wants to take that next step in his growth, he really needs to develop the jump shot so that things really open up for his team. But if he never develops his jumper, then I'm still fine with that. Let's just appreciate Ben for who he is. At number 5, I have Ja Morant, who at his rookie year has
Number 5 for John Morant. To be honest, John Morant definitely deserves to be on this list, but he's definitely not a top 5 point guard. Maybe I would consider. I'd probably maybe consider maybe a top 7 point guard, like around a 7, 6 point guard. Yeah, I'd probably say 7.
been the heart and
But
soul of
top
the
5,
surprise
he's definitely not
Grizzlies
better
squad.
than Kemba. He's definitely not better than Damian Lillard.
That is 8 in the West. No one expected them to be here at this spot, but hey, Ja loves to prove that.
But I do get it.
Discussing
If John Morant, when John Morant came on the team, the Grizzlies have been impacting more. Yeah, they have been impacting more of what they done from the other seasons before when they had Mike Conley.
individual accomplishments first, he currently leads all rookies in scoring, assists, 7 in steals. No matter how Zion has been dominant and helpful to the New Orleans Pelicans, he hasn't played enough games to compete with what Ja has been doing for the Grizzlies. Ja symbolizes a new culture of Memphis, where they now embrace a faster pace in basketball as seen in their offensive rating of 108.9, which is good for 14th in the league. Just last year, Memphis was ranked 22nd in offensive rating, only putting up 105.6. What really stood out about Morant has been the fearlessness in attacking the rim and his veteran confidence despite his inexperience. Not to mention his ability to shoot almost 50% from the field as a rookie, who's still adjusting to the professional game. The missed dunks are even a highlight to watch, and I'm really excited what other surprises Ja has in store for us next season or in this year's playoffs if ever it resumes. At number 4, I have Kyle Lowry. First of
Okay,
all,
number 4 for. To be honest, I mean, Kyle Lowry maybe is actually a top, maybe a top 9 point guard in the league. I mean, he's having like a good season, but like there's other players that are better than Kyle Lowry.
Lowry is a 6-time All-Star and who I can confidently
John
say
Morant is literally like better than Kyle Lowry this year. Kemba Walker, Damian Lillard.
is the greatest Raptor of all time. Raptors fans can agree with me on that one, and there are videos of
Heck
me on
no,
YouTube
he's
that
not the
explain
greatest
why he is.
Raptor of all time. In my own opinion, I feel like it's Kawhi. Even though Kawhi only had 1 year, but like, did like Chris Bosh win them a championship? No. Did DeMar DeRozan win them a championship? No. Did Kyle Lowry win them a championship? No. Who won them a championship? 3-2 on Kawhi Leonard.
Check out my friend KLO7's video on Kyle Lowry after watching this one. Going back, Lowry was the heart and soul of last year's championship team. The Raptors should do everything they can to keep this man in the roster up until he retires. Seeing Kyle in a different jersey just feels so wrong. One theme that I noticed with Kyle is that one of the biggest reasons for the overall success in his career and the Raptors' successes this season is Lowry to adapt. After taking a step back to allow Kawhi Leonard to thrive offensively in the 2018-2019 season, Lowry has stepped up into a larger role as a scorer this
Yeah, that's
season,
because
averaging
Kawhi left the team.
7 points through 52 games, which is up 5.5 points from last season. And while
He was injured around that time. He was injured last year.
his assists are down from last year's 8.7 per game, his 7.7 per contest are still the second most in his 14-year career. I actually have the Raptors battling it out with the Milwaukee Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals this year if the playoffs resume. And from there, I'm sure Kyle will give everything he's got to make the finals once again. At number 3 is Russell Westbrook, who has
Okay,
enjoyed the
heck
career
no.
resurgence.
Heck no. Westbrook should definitely be a top 2 point guard. If Kyrie is number 1, then this man has to be a Kyrie fan. There's no way you put Kyrie as the number 1 point guard. Kyrie barely even played any games this year because he was injured most of the time.
My man! In his first season with the Houston Rockets, the 31-year-old Westbrook is averaging 27.5 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. The 6'3"
Yeah, he's
guard
almost averaging. To be honest, he's really not being that stat pattern anymore because he now realizes that I don't want to ruin a team. I don't want to ruin a team anymore.
comfortable with his new team as the season has progressed. The Rockets are currently 40-24, but they could have been much better if only they started a small ball revolution in the beginning of the season. Russ really proved a lot of doubters wrong, myself included, once the Rockets switched to super small ball. With the paint wide open following the Clint Capella trade, Westbrook has taken full advantage of all that newfound space and torn it up. His 27.5 points per game marks his highest scoring season since his MVP
Where's
campaign
Luka?
and his third highest scoring season ever. His decision making is and always will be erratic, and his 3-point shooting is still bad. But Coach Mike D'Antoni has somehow found a way to convince
Yeah,
Russ
that's another
that he
thing. I feel like OKC Westbrook was a better 3-point shooter.
just go straight to the paint whenever he can. And indeed he has. His 47% field goal percentage is the highest of his career. Who knew he would just play to his strengths in his 11th year?
Fucking ridiculous.
At number 2, I have Chris Paul. Back in October, ESPN's metrics
I'd say a
gave
top. Here at that, this is what I thought the top 5 point guard would be. Number 5, Trae Young. Number 4, Trae Young. Number 4, actually no. Number 5, Luka. Number 4, actually no, I
a
forgot.
0.2% chance of making the playoffs. Fast forward 6 months, and the Thunder are now in the 5th seed in the West with a 40-24 record. Same.
That's not because of Chris Paul, though. Literally, have you not seen Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? Like, he's been balling out this season. He's been improving his game way better. And also, they have Dennis Schroeder coming off the bench, who is a good player.
Remember, this team of random cast-offs and trade pieces wasn't meant to stay in Oklahoma City. I even thought that in the beginning of the year I would see CP3, Steven Adams, and Danilo Gallinari traded. But they have proved me wrong. The Thunder were thriving, largely because of CP3's stunning bounce-back season, his tremendous ability to bring out the best in everyone around him, and his refusal to merely wait for a trade to a contender like many other stars would have done in his position. This year, he's averaging 17.7 points, 4.9 rebounds, 6.8 assists, 1.6 steals, 49% from the field, which is an 8% improvement from last year, and 36% from 3. Savvy all-star numbers for the 34-year-old. Oh, and just to top it all off, CP3 leads all players in clutch scoring for the season. And
We
it's
all
not
know that.
even close. And at number 1 is Luka Doncic, was
Okay. Luka definitely deserves maybe like a top 5 point guard, but he's definitely not 1. This guy is going by points. I get it. Luka's averaging like 30. I get it. Like, Luka's averaging about like 30 points per game. He's definitely an MVP candidate way. But he's definitely not a top 1 point guard. Like,
Drive this
Damian Lillard should have been 1.
Doncic has led the Dallas Mavericks to a fringe playoff spot in year 1 of the Luka.
They have Kristaps Porzingis, retard. They have Porzingis on their team too. If Porzingis was never there, then maybe they would have been a little bit of a playoff team, but not like too much as they are now.
Porzingis experiment.
Gotta
All while
realize
throwing his
that.
hat into the MVP race alongside Giannis, James Harden, and LeBron James. He's also hitting milestones not many expected him to reach so early in his career. The Dallas Mavericks phenom has already been named an All-Star, been in the MVP conversation just like I mentioned, and helped his team back into the playoff race for the first time in 3 seasons. In just his second year in the league, he's averaging 28.7 points, 9.3 rebounds, and 8.7 assists, and arguably has the best second season of any player ever. And oh, he's just doing this at 21 years old. His offensive game right now is already at the point where any improvements that scouts would suggest are just borderline nitpicking considering how much he understands the game already. Yes, Luka makes those careless passes from time to time, but I would take that any day since you know the offense is in good hands when Doncic has the ball. His 3-point shooting isn't the most efficient, but you still can't leave him open from beyond the arc because he can have games where he can make like 8 threes. Fearless. That's what Luka's game is built on. And with the Mavericks firmly in place of a playoff berth, the insane stats in playing in 54 out of a possible
Heck no.
64 games, I have Luka as my number 1 point guard for this season. The honorable mention goes to De'Aaron Fox, Jamal Murray, and Terry Rozier.
What was it? Where was De'Aaron Fox? Bro, Jamal Murray is definitely a better point guard than literally Spencer Dinwiddie. Ben Simmons. Bro. Why did you have to do that?
Wherein I tried to place them on this list, but I just couldn't find anyone who to take out here.
Spencer Dinwiddie. I mean, I'm just kidding. Maybe not Spencer, but like Ben Simmons, Kyle Lowry.
Again, let me know in the comments below if you agree or disagree with the list.
Disagree on almost everything. Almost everything. That is going to be it for today's video. Thank you for watching.